And good evening, Wildcat fans. John, Jim, and Matt here with you. And Ben's over there on the side just kind of watching to make sure we don't do anything wrong. Right, Jim?
That is absolutely true. And we're finishing the conclusion of a very exciting game right now. Morrilton, Arkansas, taking on Bentonville Tigers. And Morrilton has a commanding lead of 15 points at this point as we just start the fourth period. John, we've seen a lot of good ball games in the past 2 days, and we're just about halfway through because we've got one more exciting game.
Yeah, we really do. Tomorrow is championship day, and the Cats, of course, are playing for the second round victory after being a victor last night. And hey, before we go any farther, let's congratulate the Lady Wildcats on their very first victory. They got that this morning against Wooddale, and they beat them rather convincingly, 69-52. So congratulations to the Lady Cats. They'll be playing for fifth place tomorrow at 10:30 over in the junior high gym.
Cats had a good morning. It started in the morning and ended in the afternoon. It was about almost a 2-hour ball game.
It really
lasted
was.
A little bit longer than I think everybody expected, but the Cats did very well. They had a stretch. They were up by 25 points in one section of that ball game. Everything they were throwing up was going to the bottom of the basket. They made a lot of threes. Even the young ladies that came in off the bench did some fine scoring. So we're very proud of their effort today to win their first ball game of the year. They'll take on a fine team. Joplin defeated Crooked Oak early this morning, and they defeated them 77-37. So they will be a force to be reckoned with, and that'll be a COC matchup because they'll be facing each other later in the season after this new year begins.
Yeah, it sure will, and it'll be an exciting ball game. It'll give Neosho a chance to see what Joplin's got, give Joplin a chance to see what Neosho's got before the COC begins. But the best part, and like we said, a lot of people, in fact, every person on the team got in before the ball game was over with, and were able to share the victory with everybody. But I tell you what, that Jolie Bond just continues, doesn't she?
She had 18 points in that victory today. Very proud of what she did. Had a good supporting cast. Jazzy did very well. Hannah White was in double figures today, and she had a good ball game. We know she needs to work on shooting some free throws, and she's aware of that. But the girls played very well today, very aggressive, a little more aggressive than we've seen them in some previous ball games. Do want to mention that the countdown to tip-off today brought to you by Branco Enterprises of Neosho. And if you just tuned in to join us, hoping the boys' game will be on, well, they're running just a little bit late today. And I would imagine that game probably won't get started, John, until 6:30 or maybe a little after.
I would imagine maybe a little bit after that, but as you said, this is the countdown to tip-off. It's brought to you by Branco. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back. You're watching the Neosho Holiday Classic, the 71st Neosho Holiday Classic, presented by Branco Enterprises and your friends at KNEO and the Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, this is Pastor Mike from Calvary of Neosho, and I want to take a few moments to give you hope today. Are you feeling overwhelmed with the daily struggles of affording rent, paying for groceries, buying gas? I want you to know that there is a God who is big enough to handle all these problems and bring you relief. He wants you to live free from worry and stress. James 4:2 says, "You have not because you ask not." Have you asked God to help you today? For KNEO Radio, I'm Mike Leake.
The Neosho R5 School District is committed to shaping the future, one student at a time. From academics to athletics, we empower our students to reach their full potential, installing values of hard work, teamwork, and integrity. We would like to thank you for tuning into the broadcast today and cheering on our Wildcats. Our dedicated teachers, staff, and coaches work hand in hand to provide a well-rounded education that prepares students for success. Together, we're building a brighter tomorrow for our community. The Neosho R5 School District, where excellence thrives.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Hi, I'm Barry Reel with First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho, and I want to give you some encouragement today. None of us are perfect, but sometimes we feel like we have messed our lives up so badly that even God can't fix us or help us. I want to assure you that's not the case. In Romans 8:28, we read that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means that God can even use your mistakes to do good in your life. I want to encourage you to trust God and let Him give you peace about your past, a purpose in your present, and hope for your future. With KNEO Radio, this is Barry Reel.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Fieldhouse. John, Jim, and Matt with you. We might remind you again, what you're seeing right now is a ball game that is between Morrilton and the Bentonville Tigers. They are in the gold bracket. It was a pretty close game at halftime. The halftime score was Morrilton 31 and Bentonville 27. And in the third quarter, Morrilton just took off, and now we have a score of 57-39.
Well, Morrilton has won this tournament in the past 10 years, several different times. And John, we played last night. The Neosho boys played Morrilton JV, and they were a tough team as well. A lot of sophomores and juniors on that squad from Morrilton last night, but they put up a good fight, and I'm sure in practice they give the A-team all it can handle. They need, but they get them ready for tournaments, and they play tough down in Russellville and Conway and down in the Little Rock area, and a lot of those schools. So some very tough competition they'll face throughout their season.
Well, I'll tell you what, in that ball game last night, we had 4 Cats that were in double digits. Jaden Fisher had 10 points. We were led by Caden Asbury, who had 24. Big guy inside, Zach Forsythe, had 12. And Mason Spiva coming off the bench. He's healed up now, and we're glad to see that because he had 12 points. He had 3 trays, I think, almost in a row, and then he had a couple of free throws that he made as well. So Cats have done a really, really good job. In fact, last night, shooting the 3 ball, we were 10 for 23 for 43%, and that's just about as good as it gets, Jim.
Certainly is, and boy, the play of Caden Asbury, unbelievable last night. 24 points in that game, like you mentioned, and he was throwing up the threes, just bam, 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 one after another. Then you add Fisher in and the trays from Mason Spiva, and it was quite the exciting game, especially in that third quarter. It seems like the third quarter is always kind of the deciding factor. The Cats get a good lead, and then they can kind of not coast, but be very careful and play very conservative in that last quarter and bring home the victory and ring that bell.
Yeah, we will have the starting lineup here in a few minutes, sponsored by Brandco. We'll have a halftime program sponsored by Brandco, and then a postgame sponsored by Brandco. And we want to stop right now and say thank you so much to Brandco Enterprises. They took a tournament several years ago, and they poured some money into it and brought some teams from all over the nation here, which is what they've done again. And we've got a pretty big crowd here tonight, don't we, Jim?
We certainly do. One factor, a big factor for that, not only to see this game right here, a lot of folks coming up from Northwest Arkansas, but the Neosho boys will be playing after this against Huntsville. Huntsville's still about a 2-hour drive and not that far, and some of those fans will be here as well. But after the conclusion of the Neosho ball game will be the slam dunk and three-point shootout.
Yeah, there'll be a three-point shootout, no slam dunk. I'm told that the coaches really don't want to get anybody hurt doing the slam dunk, and they don't want to show how much talent they've got. So there'll be a three-point shootout. The other sponsors include Newmac Electric, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, ProLube Tire and Auto Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Brandco Enterprises, Crowder College, Southwest Missouri Bank, Chapman Sawmill and Hardwood Lumber, Big Nickel, People's Bank of Seneca, Missouri Southern State University, Four State Sports Authority, Christian Care Ministries, and First Community Bank. When you get a chance, go by and tell those folks thanks. We really appreciate what they do. We're going to take one more time out. There's about 4 minutes left in this ball game, and I'm anticipating, you're just about right, Jim, it's going to be 6:30 or maybe a little after that before we get our ball game going. So if you're watching, I hope you enjoy a little bit of bonus time right now. Hang on, we'll be back in just a few minutes. You're watching the 71st Holiday Classic, brought to you by Branco and your friends at KNEO. We'll be right back after this.
What does a culture of excellence look like? It looks like her, him, and them. It's where future educators, innovators, lifesavers, and global leaders call their home. It's a place where immersive learning environments can help empower students to command a future in their field. Come experience excellence at Missouri Southern State University.
Hi, I'm Barry Reel with First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho, and I want to give you some encouragement today. None of us are perfect, but sometimes we feel like we have messed our lives up so badly that even God can't fix us or help us. I want to assure you that's not the case. In Romans 8:28, we read that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means that God can even use your mistakes to do good in your life. I want to encourage you to trust God and let Him give you peace about your past, a purpose in your present, and hope for your future. With KNEO Radio, this is Barry Reel.
Tally Tire at 181.
It's never too early to start saving for next Christmas. Open a 2026 Christmas Club account at First Community Bank and earn an impressive 4.00% APY. We're here for you. We're helping you plan ahead so when the holidays roll around, you can focus on what really matters most. Save a little each month, and by next season, you'll be ready to celebrate without the stress. Start saving today at firstcommunity.net or stop by your nearest location. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. APY equals annual percentage yield.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795. Or online at proluberepair.com.
Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho serves the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer business banking services including checking and savings accounts, business loans, and electronic banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, a proud sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, equal housing lender, member FDIC, where their slogan is Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Coliseum. John, Jim, and Matt with you. You're seeing the second round, I guess it is, of the gold bracket. It is Bentonville taking on Morrilton right now. Morrilton, with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left, has got this ball game pretty well in hand, 61-44.
Both two good teams. You hate to see somebody lose, but that's the way it goes in these tournaments. And it's good competition for both of them. Morrilton located about halfway between Russellville and Conway as you head down towards the Little Rock area. And, of course, we know where Bentonville is, such a growing area. You know, and Bentonville West has been here before in the past. And Centerton area and all that has just grown tremendously in the past 5 or 6 years. If you head down that way and fly out of northwest Arkansas, you'll see all the new construction that has been going on. But two good teams going head-to-head. And the winner will play tomorrow for the championship. Their ball game scheduled for around 4:30. And in the black bracket, that championship game at 3 o'clock. And we're very hopeful that our boys from Neosho will be in that ball game at 3 p.m.
If they win that ball game, well, they win the ball game tonight, and Coach Culp said last night, and there's a 3-ball that was sunk, but Coach Culp said that they've developed a little bit of a inter-tournament rivalry, if you will, with Huntsville. They beat Huntsville last year. Huntsville beat them the year before that, and it's just kind of been back and forth like that. But the winner has the privilege of playing Crooked Oak out of Oklahoma City.
That's always a tough chore, but, the games with Huntsville and the Wildcats have been very close. There have been no blowouts, really, and fun to watch. Very similar in style, and both are good shooting teams, and it's whoever gets hotter. When you're hot, I guess, is the old saying, and
that's exactly
that wins some ball games. But we were hot last night, and 24 led by 24 points by Caden Asbury, and as you mentioned, several other Cats were in double figures.
Who sang that song?
When you're hot, Jerry Reed.
Jerry Reed, that's exactly right. And he sang it going down the road in the Smokey and the Bandit. When it came up first.
You're telling your age now.
I grew up on Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, you'll see it on TV from time to time. But
I saw it as a tape rebroadcast from about 20 years ago. I think it was the first time I saw it, right? Morrilton doing a good job of playing keep away. There's 42 seconds, 41 left in the ball game. And then we will get going with the Wildcats here, and I believe we'll have a 15-minute timeout, and we'll get this ball game started about 30 minutes or so late. The Cats are going to start out again with the same group they've had, and I want to throw some kudos out to Aiden Plummer. Plummer came in when our two big guys, and when I say big guys, not our real big guys, I'm talking about Ollie Martin and Mason Spiva, both rolled a ankle when they were at Pea Ridge, and Ollie came in and he's made the very best of it. In fact, he and DePoe as well. Yeah.
Well, this game's a final 65-46. Morrilton defeating Bentonville Tigers. Morrilton to go play in the championship game in the gold bracket tomorrow afternoon. That game's scheduled for 4:30 here at the high school in Neosho.
Yeah, we will have a championship day tomorrow, and all of the championship bracket games will be played here. The only third place game, I think, is probably going to be over at the junior high gym, and that'll be the girls' championship game. So there's a whole lot of basketball to watch. As you'd said earlier, there's a three-point contest after the ball game here tonight. We'll hope everybody can get home and get plenty of rest for a big day tomorrow.
And as they travel back home, at least the weather's cooperative. It's, of course, cold, but it could have been a lot worse, snowy and icy, but that is not the story this year, and that's brought a lot of folks out, and especially after last week at this time when it was 74, 75 degrees, and you go out today, we thought 41 was nice, but that wind is still very cool outdoors. About 15 minutes away from the tip-off between the Neosho Wildcats and the Huntsville Eagles. Cats coming in with a record of 8 wins and 2 losses, and those losses early in the season. One of those was an overtime loss to Ozark out of Ozark, 2-point loss.
Ozark, Arkansas, not Ozark, Missouri.
That's right. And very close ball game. So the Cats, have been winning by some wide margins, and I'm talking 20 and 30 points, and had some, of course, they blew out Seneca about 2 weeks ago, 60-21, and so they've been winning very handedly.
Let's thank some of our sponsors. We want to thank Numac Electric, among others, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, ProLube Tire and Auto Center, Freeman's Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Branco Enterprises, Crowder College, Southwest Missouri Bank, Chapman Sawmill, and Hardwood Lumber, the Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, People's Bank of Seneca, 4-State Sports Report, Christian Healthcare Ministries, and First Community Bank. All are proud to be in the Neosho area and sponsoring the 71st Annual Holiday Classic. And here come the Cats. They're coming in. They're getting ready to start their warm-ups, and I'm assuming the 15-minute clock starts immediately. So we'll take another time out, and we'll be back right after this. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network, but more to the point, we are in the 71st Neosho Holiday Tournament. Coach Culp told me on the way back here from the hospitality room earlier, he said, I love tournaments, but we got home last night, and he said, I couldn't go to sleep, and I was already thinking about the ball game today. So I told him I shared his lack of sleep last night also. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to take 30 seconds today to encourage you to pray. Because our prayers have the power to move heaven. James 5 says the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. When we pray, God listens. When we pray, situations can change. When we pray, miracles can happen. And heaven moves on our behalf, simply because we pray. Take some time today and pray. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Bridges.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Chapman Sawmill and Hardwood Lumber is located at 17402 Kentucky Road in Neosho. They specialize in custom woodworking, wide plank flooring, and custom sawing. They make headboards, dining tables, coffee tables, and even stairs for a staircase. For more information and see some of their work and get pricing, call 417-438-5507.
And welcome back. We're at the Wildcat Field House, and there's 12 minutes and 35 seconds before we get this ball game underway. Both teams are out on the field, and Jim, it looks like that the Huntsville group the Cats may have them as far as height is concerned.
Our team, not the tallest. We've got Zach Forsythe in there, about 6'5", and the other guys, that are right around 6 foot tall, but they're quick. Our guys are very quick. They're very agile. And they attack the basketball. They want the basketball, and they love to shoot. Huntsville, on the other hand, very, very similar. They're about similar in size, and they will be aggressive as well. They always have been. They're well coached, just like we are in Neosho. And I look for a very outstanding ball game. And the winner, unfortunately, they will go on for the championship game tomorrow at 3 o'clock, but they have to face a very tough team out of Oklahoma City, and we're talking about Crooked Oak. And Crooked Oak has won this tournament in the past several years, so they will be some tough competition. And the loser, if you would lose this ball game, whoever it would be, whether Huntsville or Neosho, they will play Lafayette tomorrow morning at 10:30 here at the high school. So tomorrow it's for all the marbles, the 7th place games, 5th place, and then, of course, 3rd and the championships will be the last 2 ball games, the first one starting at 3 o'clock, the other at 4:30 at the high school.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting day. I expect to see the stadium completely full because you can go nowhere else and enjoy what we've seen. Mason Spiva came off of the bench. Can't say this enough, and you were talking about height a few minutes ago. Mason Spiva, actually, the book on him is he's 6'2", and he hit 4 3 balls last night, which gave him his 12 points. And it's rare that you see someone with that kind of height that can still come in and shoot the 3 ball. And there was no doubt about any one of them that he shot. They didn't roll around. They were every one of them right through the nets.
Well, we saw Mason last season coming in off the bench. He was not a starter, and he did very well coming in late in the ball game and shooting the 3 ball. And he has grown, and he did very well for the football team this past season as well. About 10 minutes away from the opening tip-off. Good crowd on hand here. And after this ball game will be the three-point shootout. And, you know, what we've seen, John, the past day and a half, there's some good shooters, both young girls and the boys alike.
Yeah, there really is, and it's going to be exciting to see what that happens. But stay tuned with us for the post-game show. Now, we will not televise the three-point shootout. We tried that one year, and it was just a real mess. It was hard to tell what was going on both sides of the court at the same time. But if we win the ball game, hopefully we'll have Coach Zane Culp come back up. That'll, of course, is sponsored by Branco as well. But, Jim, you know, let's talk about what the Cats got to do in order to win the ball game tonight.
I think they're going to have to be aggressive like they were last night, attack the basket, and get back on defense. They have a very good zone defense, and they were very stingy in that ball game against Morrilton Junior Varsity. They were in their face the whole time. You couldn't have put a yardstick in between the players. They were just that close on them and committed very few fouls. So they have to play heads-up basketball because Huntsville will be out to win this ball game just the same. They're going to do the same thing. They both want to get off to a good start. And we'll just see what happens here in about the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think the Cats, one of the things the Cats are going to have to do, we've got to do a little bit better on the defensive boards. Now, on the offensive boards, we only had 10 rebounds, but that's a little bit of a misnomer. When you're shooting 43% from free-fall land, there's just not a whole lot of rebounds out there. And that 43% works really, really well, but that's kind of a deterrent to get the ball on the inside. And, you know, we've got to get the ball on the inside so we can open up the three-point. So we got to get the ball on the inside. Zach is not the only one that plays on the inside. We can change it around, and we can actually play a five-guard set. And we saw that last night, and we saw the speed and the excitement that those five guards brought in, Mason Spiva being one of them, and Aiden Plummer being one of them. The other one was, of course, Asbury, Fisher, and Branscombe. So we play that way. The thing about our Cats, we've got to take what's given to us. I mean, let's see what they're going to do, and then let's play the game that matches us, not them, not them.
And Coach Culp has the luxury of having a very strong bench. He can bring in players without missing a heartbeat, and that's what he's done so far this season. The Cats coming in with a record of 8-2. They average scoring around 61, 62 points a ball game. They scored 69 last night. And the games that they have lost, the two games have been close ones. But the games they have won, some of those have been blowouts. And just watch out. The Cats get hot, and they stay hot. And they've really excelled. They may play a close first and second quarter, but watch out on the third period. They usually have things figured out, and they get a sizable lead and then play more conservative ball in that fourth quarter.
Well, I tell you what, there is no time to rest after the tournament is over with. The Cats will be right back here on the 9th of January taking on Lebanon. Then they'll turn around and they'll play McDonald County at McDonald County. So we'll be going down there for January the 12th. On the 13th, the girls will be with Lamar. Lamar will be here, and we'll take them on. So basketball is just getting ready to start, and we'll have probably a minimum of 3 ball games a week until we get ready for district playoffs.
Always a busy time, and kind of makes winter time go a little faster, and we invite you to come out and support the Cats, both boys and girls, and all the area teams around here. And, of course, KNEO and the Sports Network. We cover the games out of Mack County, the ones in Seneca and Webb City.
And we're going to take one more time out, and then we'll be right back with you. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats.
You've been listening to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network. The Final Drive Scoreboard Show is...
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to give you some encouragement today. No matter how far you feel from God, right now, did you know He's never more than a prayer away? Psalm 145 says, "The Lord is near to all who call upon Him." If you need to reconnect with God today, He's just one prayer away. If you need to ask for forgiveness, He's just one prayer away. If you need God's help or guidance, all it takes is a prayer. If you haven't talked to God in weeks and you know your relationship with Him isn't as it should be, cry out to Him. Just one prayer away. And if salvation is what you need, ask Him. He's just one prayer away. Have you talked to God today? He's waiting to hear from you. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Whitney.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius.
Time we do starters would be almost time for the game.
Yep, that's kind of what I thought.
Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. The telephone number is 417-624-4100.
That kid down there's got a sweet mullet, by the way. My parents never let me grow one that big.
I bet you had mean parents growing up.
Yeah, they did. I could have long hair in the back, just not a mullet.
I bet your parents made you come in by 9 o'clock on date nights and 8 o'clock, okay.
And welcome back to the 71st Neosho Holiday Tournament, brought to you by Branco. About 3 minutes before this ball game is underway, John Ball, Jim Jackson, Matt Ball here with you. Jim, let's talk about some of the starters. Let's talk about those on the roster from Huntsville first.
Huntsville got to this bracket tonight, defeating McDonald County yesterday, 66-58. Here's the 5 starters they had last night. Number 3 is Peyton Thomas. Number 4 is Mason McElhaney. Number 12 is Chase Thompson. Number 14 is Rowdy Thomas. And number 21 is Dylan Bollinger. And they'll have about 6-7 other young men on the bench that'll come in from time to time. John, how about our Cats?
Our Cats come in with a record of 8-2 after, as we've talked about already, beating the Morrilton JV last night handily, 69-52. And we're coached by Coach Zane Culp. He is assisted by Drew Harmon and Brock Franklin. We'll start off with the junior. He is Hudson Branscombe, and he will wear number 0. Number 1, a senior, Jaden Fisher, had 10 points last night and came up with the 3 balls at exactly the appropriate time. The guy that led the ball club in points, who had 24 of them last night, senior Caden Asbury, wears number 2. On the inside, a junior, Zach Forsythe, came up with 12 points of his own. He'll wear number 35, and Aiden Plummer, another junior, wearing number 4. And that'll start it out for the Cats. And we've played with those guys for so long, I guess Coach Culp thinks if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And that's very wise words of wisdom, and that could be the story for the Cats tonight. I'm just kind of mesmerized watching the Cats still warm up, and they love to shoot the threes. You know, it's something you don't want to have to depend on. It's kind of nice to be able to make the threes, but you don't want to get down by 10, 15 points and then have to shoot the threes to try to play catch-up. And the Cats have not been in that situation so far this season, but when they're hot, they are hot, and they were certainly that way last night. Fisher had some threes. Spiva was in there making threes. Asbury, they were all...
we had, in fact, 10 altogether last night.
So, it's quite a luxury thing that they had. Well, the teams are just about ready, and I'm sure they'll have the introductions and the national anthem here momentarily. Ball game is about a half hour late due to the other games that kind of got pushed through today. That does happen. And the ball game we had with the girls defeating the team Wooddale out of Memphis, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee. that game lasted almost 2 hours with all the turnovers and miscues that they had in that contest.
Yeah, we're getting ready. Looks like the Cats are out in their usual place to honor our flag. So we'll be ready.
Edition of the Neosho Holiday Classic, presented by Branco Enterprises. This is our 6 p.m. game in the black bracket semifinals between the Huntsville Eagles from Huntsville, Arkansas, and your host school, the Neosho Cats, Missouri.
His mic's going out.
Remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, you know, Jim, when we were at the junior high gym, we saw Coach Culp and some of his ball players come to root on the Lady Wildcats. I'm looking down across through there, and I see all three of our Lady Wildcat coaches and some of the players returning the same favor.
Well, it's good support and team spirit, and never goes out of style. And it's just the right thing to do, and support your fellow teammates, and that's what they do and have always done here in Neosho. Should be a good ball game tonight. They're being introduced from Huntsville, the Eagles, about an hour and a half to an hour and 45-minute drive from Neosho, and they've been here many times before. It's always good to have them back. Cats are being introduced.
We're about ready to get this deal going, and you can hear the PA announcer right now. That was Houston Branscombe, the junior. Branscombe made a couple of 3 balls last night, too.
A junior number 4, Haven Plummer. And a junior number 35, Zach Forsyth.
And it's hard to believe, John, Jaden Fisher and Hayden Asbury, seniors, we watched them. They got to play a lot of ball. Even as freshmen, they were good.
Yeah,
so
they did.
They've been had a lot of varsity experience the previous 3 seasons. And, of course, they're the leaders on this team, and they were last year as well. And it was a young team last year, and they've all matured. Zach Forsythe, number 35, going up for the initial tip-off here tonight. Good to have you folks with us here on the KNEO Sports Network. This tournament brought to you by Branco Enterprises on Neosho.
And it looks like number 4, the sophomore, Mason McInerney, is going to be tipping it off with Forsythe.
And we are underway. The tip-off goes to the Cats right off the bat. Branscombe will bring it across the line. Cats trying to set something up. Man-to-man defense by the Eagles. These two teams have faced off in this tournament in previous years. Back and forth wins. Last year the Cats won a very close one. Good pass down low and a whistle and a push.
Yeah, and it looks like that's going to be on, we'll see here what it's going to be on 21.
Huntsville Eagles, number 21, Dylan Bollinger. That's his first team.
Foul on Bollinger.
And that's the first team foul, of course, in this early part of this ball game. We get the ball into Forsythe, and it goes.
And a nice little drop in.
Peyton Thomas over to number 12, and then the other Thomas, Caden Thomas, up to 14. And there's a drive, and there's up. And Forsythe comes down with a rebound.
And they miss a easy layup. Cats on attack. Asbury will drive, stop, shoot. It's missed. Number 4 comes away with it. That's McElhaney. Huntsville, a very quick team offensively, and they get back also just as quick on defense.
Yeah, Jim, I remember a few names along the way, and there's one of them right there, Rowdy Thomas. And he is certainly that, and he goes up for 2.
Peyton Thomas in for 2.
Forsythe up and couldn't get the ball to go.
Take it away, Fisher scrambles with it. Take it away, there's Plummer.
And it still won't go. Forsythe up again.
Get in there.
Third time's a charm.
Zach Forsythe with all 4 points for the Cats. 4-2 Cats. Drive to the basket, no good by Thompson.
And that's going to be a foul on Plummer.
Haven Plummer very aggressive.
Foul the Wildcats, number 4, Haven Plummer, his first.
Caden Thomas is going to go to the line, and he will shoot 2. Chase Thompson. Here's the first one. It is up and good.
4-3 our score, and you can look as you're watching. Little icon down on the left of your screen with the time and score.
High score.
Tied at 4, a new ball game underway. Branscombe will bring it down, try to set it up. Fisher over on the left side, on the left wing. Asbury last night throwing everything up. Good pass down, no look pass, and there's a foul.
Yeah. And that's a foul on Plummer. That is going to be an offensive foul. And that is the second one.
His second personal foul.
And Spiva's going to come in.
Mason Spiva checking into the lineup for the Wildcats.
We don't want to see anybody this early in the ball game get into foul trouble, and 2 quick fouls within the first 2 minutes of the ball game. He's going to take just a quick rest. Huntsville on attack. Cats in their zone defense. Long 3 ball coming. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Asbury. Quickly the Cats come down the floor.
There's Spiva for 3, and it does not go.
Just off the mark on the
Rowdy
shot by
Thomas
Spiva.
Rowdy Thomas comes up with a rebound. The ball seems to have a lid on it, or the basket back is down for Neosho's end, that's for sure. Cats are being patient on defense.
They were stingy last night. They knocked the ball loose. They played tremendous defense last night against Morrilton JV. Taking a lot of time off the floor.
And it goes off of Thomas, and the Cats have got the ball.
We got 2 Thomases in there and a Thompson. So have to listen to the PA announcer sometimes to get the right one when they do score. Asbury down on the corner. He's trapped. Hey, move it around. Spiva. Oh, I thought he would take it. Here's the ball by Fisher. No good. 3 ball won't drop. Forsythe needs some help. Oh, nice play.
Forsythe just worked that one out all on his own.
Little spin move, made that look easy.
Cats up 6-4, 4:10 left in the first period.
No one's made the 3 ball yet. They've tried several times. There's one from the corner. It's good, number 21, that's Bollinger. And just like that, the Eagles take the lead, 7-6 on top of the Cats. Ball knocked out of bounds right in front of the Eagle bench.
Yeah, Peyton Thomas was the one that stepped into the passing lane that time to disrupt things. The ball's being triggered in by Spiva, and he gets it to Branscombe is all the way back in the back court. He gets it inside to Zach, and there's a three ball. That's good.
That's what we've been waiting for. Caden Fisher for three. If he gets warmed up, that's his first tray of the evening. 3:25 to go in the opening quarter. And no foul. No, they wave everything off travel. He took an extra step in the lane. And number 14, Thomas, said, "It wasn't me, Coach."
Forsythe up at the top. He moved back down toward the corner. And the ball goes over to Branscombe.
Branscombe's doing a good job as point guard this season. Cats up by 2. Drive to the basket.
Little floater does not go. Forsythe right there all over it, and it doesn't go again.
And it's taken away. Loose ball. Here's the other Thomas, Peyton Thomas. And a tie-up.
No, there was a tie-up and there was a foul. And they're saying it was on Asbury. No. Nope, wait a minute. Let's see.
Trying to sort this out.
Let's see, it was on, that was on
Houston Branscombe. His first foul, third team foul.
Now, this Huntsville group is playing with some tenacity right now. They are playing hard, and they are trying to run over the Cats.
It's going to be a physical affair. They love to take time off the clock. A shot no good. Asbury with the rebound. Fast break. Fisher going to go up. Oh, it won't go.
Not go.
Having a difficult time, missing several easy layups. The Eagles will set it up again. And the shot is no good, and a whistle.
And that's going to be on Spiva.
Neosho foul number 10, Mason Spiva, his
first one on Mason tonight.
That is the fourth team foul. Number 3, Peyton Thomas, will go to the line and shoot 2. First one's up and good. Scores 8-9 in favor of the Cats with 2:05 left in the first period of play.
And the second shot. We have
it's good too.
Tie ball game, 9 apiece. Cats take their time. Huntsville back in a zone defense. Branscombe for 3. It won't go. Rebounded by the Eagles. And he wants to shoot a 3. It's off the mark. They get the rebound. Good hustle by the Eagles. Good pass down low, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Huntsville. Minute 30 left in this opening period. Tie ball game at 9 apiece.
Huntsville gets the ball in, and there it is. There is the foul that we were looking for, and it's going to be on Rowdy Thomas.
Number 14, Rowdy Thomas. That's his first, team's second.
Well, Caden Asbury took one for the team. He held his spot, and
yeah, he was in a perfect position behind Thomas. Thomas couldn't see him, and he just tried to walk over him.
Cats would like to have a basket here. They've missed several opportunities in this opening period. Spiva back out to Branscombe, and he lost the ball.
Now the Cats are pushing it just a little bit now, but back to your point, we've missed several open shots. That means that what we're doing and the way that we're executing is working. We've just got to keep shooting, and eventually the ball will go in the hole.
Well, Huntsville loves to pass the ball around. The drive to the basket, the shot is up. And it's good. Number 12, that's Jace Thompson. Huntsville takes a 2-point lead. Goes to the line to try to make it a 3-point play.
Jaden Fisher, his first, team fifth.
That's
Jace Thompson
Fisher's
to the line.
first, and that is the 5th team foul called on the Cats. 48 seconds left in the first period. And that one's up, and it's good.
Nothing but net. 12-9.
Martin in, and Fisher is out for the Wildcats. We're putting all of our 3-ball shooters set up maybe for one shot with 46 seconds left.
A lot of time left in this first period. Yeah, Spiva was thinking about it. He was open.
There's still a little bit of time left. We don't want to shoot the ball too soon.
Branscombe looking. Spiva, oh, it won't go. A little floater wouldn't. 18 seconds and counting. Huntsville now will go possibly for that last shot in the quarter. We're down to 5 seconds. The drive to the basket, the shot is up, it's good. Chase Thompson for 2. And the score at the end of 1, Huntsville 14, Neosho 9. We'll take a quick timeout and return. You're listening and watching the Neosho Holiday Classic presented by Bradco Enterprises on the KNEO Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
And welcome back. The Neosho Wildcats are down to the Huntsville Eagles by a score of 9-14. Beginning the second quarter. The Cats had the lead a big part of the time through the first quarter, didn't they, Jim?
They certainly did. Huntsville scored a nice layup right as the buzzer hit at the ending the first period, but it's been back and forth. We know it's going to be a battle tonight, and the Cats have missed some good scoring opportunities, some easy layups, but defense has been the key for both sides so far in this contest.
Jace Thompson was going to take the ball in, but Plummer's back in the ball game, even though he's got 2 fouls. We've got the original 5 back in the ball game, and that ball is knocked out of bounds.
Asbury did same thing last night numerous times, stole the ball and made some easy layups to help go with his 24-point effort.
Well, that Cats are obviously not playing their game right now. They need to settle down and get back in it. There is no way that this ball game is out of control at this point.
Huntsville loves to take time off the clock. They're patient, and they'll find that open man when need be, but they do a good job with clock management.
It's quite a little matchup between Asbury and Rowdy Thompson, or Rowdy Thomas. As you said, there's 2 Thomases and a Thompson here.
It's hard to keep track. Yeah, they've taken a full minute off the clock with that shooting. That keeps you on the toes. Good pass down low. Take it away. Houston comes away with it. Oh, there was thought he hit an elbow to the face. Good pass off to the side. Long 3 coming. It's off the mark. No good by Asbury. He was just not set, John.
He was. And he thought he got fouled. He's talking to the official about it now.
He got popped, that's for sure.
Here comes Huntsville. They're coming down. Of course, the Cats are not in any type of a press mode at this point.
A minute and a half has gone by, and still no Neither team has scored in the second period. There's a foul. Looks like it's going to be against Asbury.
Yeah, there is. Like I said, there's quite a matchup right there, and those guys are being
Foul
tough.
number 2 for Caden Asbury, his first, team first this quarter.
6:21 to go in the second period. Cats are down by 5. Good defense by Houston Branscombe.
And they get the ball over to Rowdy Thomas. Over in the far line, the Cats are double teaming him, and there's timeout called by Huntsville.
Yeah, they were trapped down there. Do want to thank all our sponsors tonight, so many, and we appreciate what they've done for this tournament and throughout the season.
Yeah, some of our sponsors, of course, Branco being the presenting sponsor, but other sponsors are Numac Electric, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, ProLube Tire and Auto Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Branco Enterprises, Crowder College, Southwest Missouri Bank, Chapman Sawmill, and Hardwood Lumber, the Big Nickel, and Missouri Southern State University. So we are about ready to count it down, and we will get out of this timeout. So far, there's not been a score in this period, has there?
No, 2 minutes has gone by, and the Cats kind of throws the Cats out of rhythm. They are so good at stealing the ball and picking pockets and getting rebounds and on the attack mode.
Well, Huntsville does a good job of ball handling. There's no doubt about that, and they are a speed demon club. There's no doubt about that either.
Under 6 minutes to go before halftime, and a whistle.
And that is going to be on Branscombe, it looks like. No, that's not. That's a foul.
On
Maybe
Huntsville.
they stepped out of bounds. Cats have got the ball. Branscombe's going to bring it in.
They're across the line safely and plenty of time. Asbury on the left wing.
Cats need something to brighten up their day, and Jaden Fisher can do it. It does not work. Plummer comes up with it.
Trying to make something happen. That shot won't go. Those threes. Oh, nice
that
play.
Works.
Yes,
that's
like
the way
that.
we get the 3-point. Forsythe picks that up, and he'll shoot one.
Zach has 8 points already tonight. 3-point game. Huntsville on top. Zach will go to the line for one. And the shot is
up, and it's good.
It batted around. He has 9 points. He's been the workhorse tonight. And he's the one that's kind of the cleanup mess. He puts him back up.
Well, I tell you, like we said, it's easy to shoot three-pointers when you know that you've got someone in there that's like that, and that is going to be...
Foul the Wildcats, Ethan Plummer, that's his third.
That's going to be on Plummer, that's his third.
Team foul.
A couple of Cats getting into foul trouble early in the ball game.
That's Ollie Martin's going to come in and take Plummer's place. He's going to sit down.
That was so close to being a charge by the
Yeah, it really
Eagles.
was. In fact, you saw Houston Branscombe point that way. Huntsville gets the ball back in at the top, and the key is Thompson.
Huntsville's yet to score in the first 3 minutes of this second period. Cats are down by 2, 14-12. And there's a nice play by number 3.
Peyton Thomas.
Cats just can't make anything drop.
Just can't seem to make it work. But we keep going at it, and it'll come. It'll come. We stay close, and we've got some great opportunities. 4:30 left in the first half.
A long 3 ball coming. No good. Rebounded by the big man, Zach Forsythe. Asbury. Long 3. It won't go. And Forsythe, I thought, was on his back. Going for the ball.
Zach Forsythe, his first, team third.
Third team foul of the quarter. Cats are down by 4, 16-12.
Huntsville has one team foul. I think they had 2 team fouls the last quarter.
Defensive effort here in this second period. This little spin move and a nice one by number 3, Peyton Thomas. 8 points for him tonight. 6-point lead for the Eagles.
Cats need to get on some sort of little run here to give us some daylight. Ball over to Asbury. Asbury into Forsythe, and there's that little hook, and it does not go.
And no fouls. Fisher hits the floor.
Well, the Cats are getting some good looks. The ball is just not going in the hole.
Little spin move. That was a nice move, and they knock it out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, he had Asbury fooled that time, and anytime you can fool Asbury, it's a nice move.
Cats need a basket. They're down by 6.
Elmo Peraza checking in for the Eagles.
Low-scoring affair
in for the Wildcats.
here in this second period. We've been outscored. Huntsville has had 4. We've had 3. Not exactly a barn burner here in the second quarter. Been all defense and some missed shots on both sides. Good pass down low. Kicks it back out. Fisher for 3. Oh,
Still doesn't go.
We've missed so many opportunities tonight. Just not getting those offensive rebounds.
Well, we talked about that. We have got to get the rebounds. And that's going to go in. And that's going to work.
Thomas with 10 points. He's already in double figures.
Asbury, that's his second personal foul, team 4th.
Cats are down by 8.
To the line. 1 shot.
That one's up and good.
Thomas with 11 points. A 9-point lead for the Eagles.
Spiva in the ball game. Over to Fisher at the top of the key. Back around to Branscombe. Branscombe's going to try a little floater himself, and it's just not going to go, but he's going to fight for the rebound.
He threw Thomas to the floor, hit the floor. That floor does not give.
And that's a second foul on Branscombe.
Foul the Wildcats using Branscombe. That's his second team.
It is the fifth team foul, so he's going to line and shoot 2.
Shooting.
And Thomas has been nearly perfect from the line so far tonight.
First one up and good.
Count that one. He has 12. 10-point lead, largest margin of our lead margin so far in this contest.
There's the next one. It's up and good too.
It rattled around and it dropped. Cats being held to only 3 points in this period.
Well, it's not that we haven't had the looks and not that we're moving the ball. The ball just will not go in the hole.
And a travel call.
And that's going to be on Spiva, so Huntsville, and there's a timeout.
Timeout, Neosho.
Cats want to talk things over. It's not that they're not playing bad ball, John. They just can't make a basket right now.
Yeah, we're playing the ball. We're playing the game. We're doing the things we need to do. We're executing. The ball is just not going in the hole. We've had some great looks, both from the 3 and then inside. Even though Zach has got 2, 4, 6, 8, he's had some rebounds that have helped him do that, but he's not had many of his little, what we used to call puppies, go in.
No, they have not dropped. Do want to thank some of our sponsors tonight. Of course, Branco Enterprises, Crowder College, Southwest Missouri Bank, and Chapman Sawmill, and Hardware Lumber. We appreciate their support of Wildcat basketball. 2:12 to go before halftime. Cats are down by 11. Something we haven't seen in quite some time. The Cats playing catch-up. But that's what they're doing tonight. You know, we talked about that in pregame tonight, John. You don't want to have to rely on shooting the threes.
No, you don't.
They're a luxury item. We had 10 trays last night, but tonight I think Asbury has had one. And he's been held to just that one long ball.
Cats in somewhat of a full court press, making it difficult to get the ball across. Thomas back in the ball game.
Good drive to the basket, knocked out of bounds.
Nice job that time by Zach to block that.
Minute 47 to go before the half. Straight up 7 o'clock tonight. Game started about a half hour late. They'll kick it around. Take some time off the clock is what they're doing. They don't want to give the ball back to the Cats. Two different styles of basketball tonight. Slowing the Cats down.
Right now, I'm assuming the Cats will go in, they'll make the adjustments they need to make, and we'll see a complete different team. And there is another foul.
Well, Thomas will go to the line again.
That is the third foul on Asbury.
That's his third personal foul.
No, that's okay. That one's on
Peyton Thomas to the line, shooting 2.
First one's up and is good.
Back in for the Cats.
He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for 7 from the free throw line tonight.
That's about as near perfect as you can get. And,
yes, it is.
He's had a great game and another perfect. He has 15 points in this contest. He has 15 of the 25 points for Huntsville.
Minute 15 left in the first half.
Cats have only scored 3 points in this quarter, and we're down to a minute, and the clock is running. We have some three-point shooters out there on the floor. Long one from Asbury. Get in there. Caden with 6 points.
Yeah, that drops a deficit to 10. 15 to 25 in favor of Huntsville Eagles.
Huntsville just happy to take time off the clock.
Yeah, they're gonna go for the last shot. And here we go. We're gonna try to trap. And
Thomas comes out to help.
Thomas is all the way over there for the three. And it goes.
Number 14 makes him pay for it. 27-15. Fisher for three. Yes! Starting to light it up. And it's halftime here at the Holiday Classic. Huntsville 27, Neosho 18. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to the Neosho Holiday Classic presented by Brandco Enterprises on the KNEO Sports Network.
The law offices of Wood & Peterson is sponsoring this portion of Neosho Wildcat Athletics. Located at 217 South Lafayette, Neosho, and 431 Virginia Avenue in Joplin. They serve Southwest Missouri with personal claim representation. For more information, the phone number is 417-451-4141 or online at neoshoattorney.com. The law offices of Wood & Peterson are proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Barry Reel with First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho, and I want to give you some encouragement today. None of us are perfect, but sometimes we feel like we have messed our lives up so badly that even God can't fix us or help us. I want to assure you that's not the case. In Romans 8:28, we read that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. That means that God can even use your mistakes to do good in your life. I want to encourage you to trust God and let Him give you peace about your past, a purpose in your present, and hope for your future. With KNEO Radio, this is Barry Reel.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And welcome back to halftime, which is brought to you by Branco Enterprises. The score at half is Huntsville Eagles 27, the Neosho Wildcats 18. Jim, let's talk about how we got there.
Well, the Cats tonight have only had 3 players that have scored. Jaden Fisher with a tray right before halftime. Caden Asbury has 6 points, and Zach Forsythe has 9, most of those coming in the paint down in the low post. Meanwhile, for Huntsville, Peyton Thomas has 15 points, leading the way. Jace Thompson has 7 points. Riley Thomas has 2, and Dylan Bollinger had a tray early in the ball game. Total points, once again, 27 to 18. Turnovers, the Eagles have 5, the Cats have 3, so they're playing some pretty decent ball, but it's ball control. The Eagles love to take a lot of time off the clock. Really, neither team had scored in the first 3 minutes of the second period, and the score after one was 14-9 Huntsville, and they outscored the Cats again in the second period, 13-9. So that's where we stand, and it's not insurmountable that the Cats can come back. But I'm looking here, the man that carried the Cats last night, Caden Asbury, he is 2 from 7 3-point range. He's made 2 trays tonight, and along from downtown, but he missed several, and he's kind of forced some of his shots. And also Fisher he's 1 of 3. They've both tried those. Spiva also tried one. Houston Branscombe both missing from 3-point range. So that's where we stand right now, 27-18 in favor of Huntsville.
Well, Jim, as far as fouls are concerned, Branscombe has 3 fouls. Fisher has 1. Asbury has 2. Plummer has 3 fouls. He got 2 early on in the ball game, but there has only been 2 fouls called on Huntsville for the entire half. So Cats are going to have to do something about that. We have got to be able to play the game and not foul all the time, but I'm sure that we're going to come back. Those 2-3 balls that kind of lit it up there within the last minute that brought us within 9 is important to us, and I believe the Cats are going to come back, and we're going to see the Cats play the kind of ball we know they can play.
They just need to settle down. It got them, like you mentioned, out of rhythm of the slow ball that Huntsville makes you play, and they want to slow it down, and they play their own game. They're just as quick as Neosho, but they hang on to the ball and wait for that perfect moment. You know, this young man coming up the steps down there, well, you can't see him on camera, so I'm not even going to mention that. He looks like he's got a whole case of water.
Yeah,
he's
does.
carrying.
He sure does, yeah. Yeah, we're sure grateful for that. We're going to take one more time out, and we'll be back. You are watching the Neosho Wildcats at the Neosho Holiday Classic presented by Branco Enterprises and your friends at KNEO Radio. We'll be right back.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to download the new Experience Neosho app, available for free on the Apple and Google Play Store. Your guide to eat, shop, play, and stay in Neosho, and your direct link to KNEO Wildcat Sports. Download the app, register to win weekly prizes, and listen to your favorite Wildcat sports. Good luck, Wildcats. We can't wait to hear you ring that bell.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. Sports fans can be loyal to a fault. For instance, sometimes our teams make awful personnel decisions, and deep down we know that, yet we convince ourselves that the team is doing the right things. When it comes to our faith, we also try to convince ourselves that we're doing the right things, even though deep down, we know that's not true. We can pretend we're obeying God, while in actuality, we're not producing fruit in our lives. The Bible says God is light and there is no darkness in him at all. So we are lying if we say we have fellowship with God, but go on living in spiritual darkness. We are not practicing the truth. We need Jesus' grace to empower us to live our lives in light. We must repent and leave the darkness behind so we can have fruitful fellowship with him and make wise decisions. Today, let's not waste time trying to convince ourselves of a false reality. Instead, let's stick to the truth and live in the light with Jesus. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to download the new Experience Neosho app, available for free on the Apple and Google Play Store. Your guide to eat, shop, play, and stay in Neosho, and your direct link to KNEO Wildcat Sports. Download the app, register to win weekly prizes, and listen to your favorite Wildcat sports. Good luck, Wildcats. We can't wait to hear you ring that bell.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Fieldhouse. We're just sitting here talking. Guys, what have we got to do for the Cats to get back in this ball game?
Well, Matt had some good ideas, and I agree with him. And I think they're going to have to, since Huntsville's going to slow the game down, obviously, start trapping more and putting a man right in their face and be more aggressive, trying to slap that ball away like they did last night against a Morrilton team. But, the Cats' rhythm is just not there tonight. And we mentioned that, Asbury had 24 points last night. This evening he has 6. He's 2 of 7 outside the arc. And Fisher trying to putting a little pressure on himself, and he's missed several. Spiva's missed one, and Branscombe has missed one from outside the arc. Otherwise, you look at those misses and some easy layups, we could be right back in the ball game. It was tied there for 9-9, and then Huntsville has taken off, and they've had the lead all of the second period. It was 14-9 after one, and there for the longest time, neither team had scored in the second period, but Huntsville came alive, and they outscored the Cats 13-9 in the second period, and that's where we stand, 27-18, Huntsville.
Well, one of the things that is interesting is Neosho did not shoot a free throw in the first half. Huntsville was only called for 2 fouls, one in the first quarter and one in the second quarter. What does that say to us? We've got to be a little bit more careful because they have a young man, Mr. Thomas, who has made free throws. He's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of all the guys to foul, he ain't the one.
Nope, he has 15 total points, but, on the bright side, turnovers tonight, Neosho has only committed 3 little errors and Huntsville 5, so good heads-up ball from both teams and a good basketball game. The crowd's getting their money's worth tonight here in this 71st Annual Holiday Classic.
Yeah, and the other thing to remember, that 24 points, 17 of those were made by Asbury in one quarter, and that was the second quarter last night.
Well, this could be the quarter right here. There's a three coming. Get in there. No.
Go in. Asbury gets in, and there's a foul.
And a quick foul.
And that is going to be on Rowdy Thomas.
Should be his at least second foul.
Third foul.
Thomas's third, team first.
Some of these players are getting into foul trouble, and they're going to have to set. And I think if you look at the favoritism, the Cats have a stronger bench than what Huntsville does. Asbury at the line. The shot is up. It's good.
Well, that's a good start.
Down by 8. If they can keep within single digits, I think we'll be all right this quarter.
Well, I think we need to win the next 2 quarters. Let's take it a quarter at a time, and the ball game is ours. The Cats have got on a full court press.
And no foul. Oh, there's a
nice job that time by As.
He has a clean
Forsythe.
Slap that ball right back at him. Get in there. It won't go.
Forsythe up for the rebound, and it doesn't happen. Thomas picks up the rebound.
Cats are back quickly.
Forsythe got a nice block that time on Thomas.
You can't go wrong if you say Thomas tonight, John.
Isn't that the truth? Yeah, here's the other. This is Kate Thomas up at the top of it.
And the shot, it won't go.
It's no good. Forsythe picks up the rebound.
Quickly, Cats on the attack. That's what they need to do.
Get the ball into Thomas, and he brings it back around.
There we go. Oh, it won't go. Plummer can't make it drop.
Yeah,
it'll stay with Neosho.
And it's off Rowdy Thomas.
Out of bounds. Stays with the Wildcats.
Cats are within 7.
You can get Huntsville into a dry spell and take advantage.
Get the ball out to Forsythe. There's a 3 ball, and it does not go.
And just in the right place, right time on the rebound.
Peyton Thomas got the rebound that time.
It's a little jumper. It's no good. They come away. That's Thompson with the rebound. A little jumper won't go. Knocked out of bounds.
Black's ball. Let's say it came off of Forsythe.
Low scoring affair so far in the third period. Cats are being aggressive. The balls will soon, hopefully, start dropping in the bottom of the basket.
And Fisher trying to get that, jump in and get that one.
It's a short one.
It doesn't. And the Cats are going to get the ball.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't knock the Gatorade container down over there. Good hustle by both teams. 6:23 to go in the third period. Cats down by 7.
Plummer's going to inbound the ball from over in the far corner into Branscombe. Here comes Branscombe down across the timeline.
Huntsville back in their zone defense.
Asbury at the top of the team. He's being double teamed.
Someone
we can
has
figure
to
that out. There it is right there, and Plummer.
Yeah,
scores.
nice one by Haven Plummer. His first 2 points of the evening.
Cats are within 5.
Good play by the give and go by the Cats. Cats playing more aggressively in this third period. On to Rowdy Thomas. They're going to slow it down. And they try to muscle his way in. Man is open on the left wing. The shot is up. It's good. Number 4. McElhaney.
And there's the 3 ball right there for Asbury. So we trade 3s there.
Asbury into double figures with 11.
Cats are still down by 5. 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
This ball, there's another long 3. It's good.
And that one is by
Thomas.
Peyton
Thomas. Forsythe couldn't make it go.
But he picks up the loose ball and he gets it back out to the top of the. Branscombe comes to the top of the key.
Trying to steal. There's got to be somebody open down low. Long 3 coming. Oh, so close. Asbury couldn't make it fall. Another missed opportunity for the Cats. Down to 4:25 left in this third period. Cats are down by 8. Rowdy Thomas, it won't go. Cats got it. Thomas, last one to touch it for Huntsville.
Cats need to keep up the pressure. They need to keep putting it on. We need to get the ball, get down court fast.
Coach Culp looking at his bench, who he has.
There's Branscombe, and it's going to be out, and it's touched last by number 21. That is Bollinger.
Branscombe, he's not afraid to drive the lane. He's going to take his licks when he does it, but
Get the ball into Forsythe. Branscombe up at the top of the key. Back to Forsythe over in the wing.
Asbury drives, kicks it back out. Plummer for three. Oh, off the mark. And let's see, it's
going to be Huntsville ball.
3:40 to go in the third period. Cats are still down by 8. Low scoring affair in this third period. Peyton Thomas going to drive, stops and shoots. It's good.
You just can't give him an opening at all, can you?
No, he has 20 points this evening. Back to a 10-point lead. And the little floater won't go from Branscombe. And it's out of bounds on the Neosho, and another turnover. Cats putting a little pressure. They need to have somebody stick right on Peyton Thomas.
He's quite a ball player, isn't he?
He certainly is. 20 points, 20 of the 35 points for the Eagles. He shoots from everywhere. Rowdy Thomas in the corner, finds a man open. That's McElhaney. No good, shot no good. Rebounded by
the Cats have got the numbers. Let's go. Fisher up for three, no good. Comes down with
Plummer,
and we'll see who the foul's on. And that is going to be on number 12.
Foul the Eagles. Jace Thompson, his first, team second.
Second team foul on the period.
Elmore Peraza,
Number 1 coming in, that's Elmer Peraza. His first time into the ball game for the Eagles. Getting to be a physical contest. Shot won't go.
Cats are going to have to get down there and get the second putback.
Eagles
We're just expecting those shots to go, and I understand that. But if it's not going to go, then we need to be prepared to rebound and get the putbacks. We talked about that in the keys to the Cats.
And the shot of the drive, number 12, that's Jace Thompson.
Basket by Jace Thompson.
And the rebound again by the Eagles. They're doing what they need to do. They're back up by 12. The Cats were within 5 points. Now the Eagles will slow it down. Plummer trying to disrupt their thoughts. They just kick it back out, having a good time just
dribbling the ball around. That's Perez with the ball.
Ball taken away.
Got it. Here comes Plummer.
Let's drive to the basket.
And it's kind of a Euro shot, and it goes.
Plummer.
Neosho.
Neosho takes just a quick timeout, down by 10.
Full timeout.
It's a full timeout, and we'll take a timeout with him. We'll be right back. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats at the Holiday Classic, brought to you by Branco.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Minute 24 left in the third quarter. The Cats are down by 10, 27-37, and the ball is going to be brought in by Huntsville. The Cats are set up for their full court press.
Both teams just trading baskets so far in this third period. No ground being gained by the Cats.
Spiva back in the ball game for the Cats.
Down to a minute 15. Clock is running. Huntsville just content to take that time off the clock. They have some good ball handlers. Drive to the basket. Won't go. Spiva comes away. And he's hit in the forehead.
And that's a foul.
And that's Smarts.
Stays with Huntsville. Martin checking back in for the Wildcats.
Martin in and Fisher out.
You know, I'm looking at parents of Spiva over across the court, and dad goes, "Yeah, I know that hurts."
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Oh, that's an offensive foul. Talks like an offensive foul.
Foul on Neosho, number 2, Caden Asbury.
No, there was not. That is Asbury's third.
And Thomas goes to the line again. Thomas
to the line.
has 20 points. We're down to a minute to play in the third period.
First one's up and good.
He has not missed tonight from the line, John. Just nothing but net. $11-point lead.
Oh, he does.
He's human. He misses. Asbury looking. Going to set it up. Spiva for three. It's off the mark. Peyton Thomas on the rebound. Huntsville just beating Neosho on those rebounds tonight. 35 seconds to go before the end of the third period. Huntsville looking maybe for that last shot of the quarter. Currently they have an 11-point lead. Several Cats, John, are starting to get into foul trouble.
Yeah.
Asbury has 3 tonight. You don't want to lose him. We're under 10 seconds. Here's the drive, the spin.
Thompson. There's a spin move, and that's blocked by...
Shoot it. And... Oh! Houston Branscombe. Almost a half-court shot.
Picks up 3.
We needed that at the end of the buzzer. 38-30 is our score at the end of 3. Let's take a break. You're listening to the Neosho Holiday Classic presented by Brandco Enterprises, only on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Neosho R5 School District is committed to shaping the future, one student at a time. From academics to athletics, we empower our students to reach their full potential, installing values of hard work, teamwork, and integrity. We would like to thank you for tuning in to the broadcast today and cheering on our Wildcats. Our dedicated teachers, staff, and coaches work hand in hand to provide a well-rounded education that prepares students for success. Together, we're building a brighter tomorrow for our community. The Neosho R5 School District, where excellence thrives.
It's never too early to start saving for next Christmas. Open a 2026 Christmas Club account at First Community Bank and earn an impressive 4.00% APY. We're here for you. We're helping you plan ahead so when the holidays roll around, you can focus on what really matters most. Save a little each month, and by next season, you'll be ready to celebrate without the stress. Start saving today at firstcommunity.net or stop by your nearest location. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, APY equals...
And we're getting ready for the fourth period of play with that desperation shot at almost half court that went in for Houston Branscombe. That brought the Cats within 8.
John, we don't need to shoot the threes right off. It's not desperation mode for the Cats. They just need to make those twos, and that'll get us back in the ball game. Defense will take care of itself, but we need some offense right now as we're down by 8 points as we start the fourth period. Good pass down low. Yes, there's a nice one from Mr. Forsythe. He has 11 points.
Cats continue to put on the full court press.
Cats are gaining ground.
There's 10 seconds. Oh, there's timeout. Timeout. The Cats did it that time. They got Huntsville, and there is a timeout. It's a full timeout. So we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats in the Holiday Classic presented by Branco and KNEO. We'll be right back after this.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Have you ever felt burdened, broken, or worthless? The other day I was digging through my wallet and came across an old wrinkled $20 bill. If I offered you that bill, would you take it? No matter what I do to it, that $20 bill has value because of what it is, not how it looks or where it's been. You may feel worthless, but you're not. You still have value to Jesus. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
And the timeout is over with, and looks like the Huntsville will bring the ball back in. Cats are doing a good job on defense, and they had the press working well, and Coach had to call timeout so they could get across the timeline.
Cats need to be aggressive on the boards and get those rebounds. That has hurt them as well so far in the ball game. And they lose the ball right there. On the line.
Pushes it, and it got out of bounds.
Yeah, good break for the Cats.
Yeah, it was.
Ball was out of bounds when he picked it up. Need a basket right here to get us within striking distance. We're down by 6.
Here comes Branscombe across the timeline. He's at the top of the key over to Asbury. Asbury goes in, and there's a 3-ball to Wally Martin. And there's 3.
Down by 3, 38-35. Cats are coming back.
That's exactly what they've got to do.
We knew this was going to be a thriller. 7 minutes to go in the ball game.
Yep. And there's another 3-ball by Asbury. It does not go.
Yeah. They're trying to make something happen to tie the ball game. It was a good steal.
Yeah, he could have gone on into the bucket. That's no doubt about it. A lot of things running through his mind at the time, I'm sure. And Thomas is in, tries to get the ball under the bucket, and there's going to be another foul. And I believe that one's going to be on Branscombe. It is.
Foul on the Wildcats, Houston Branscombe. That's his 4th personal foul.
That's a tough break for Houston.
Foul this quarter.
Fisher going to come back in the game. I'm sure he'll relieve
Thomas back to the line.
Houston.
Shooting 2.
Peyton Thomas will shoot 2. He's missed only 1 charity shot tonight.
He makes that one. Got Fisher back into the ball game. Branscombe's going to sit down. We've not seen the 5-guard set yet tonight. That one rolls in too. That's what you call a shooter's roll.
23 points for Peyton Thomas.
Down by 5.
They're long
for a 3-ball.
Jaden Fisher. Another tray. We're down by 2. Cats. All they need is just a field goal.
Get up on him.
Peyton Thomas going to slow it down.
Nice job that time.
Oh, so close at a whistle and a foul. Clock stops at 6:12 to go in the ball game.
It's going to be on number 4. That's Plummer, and that's his 4th.
Foul. 2nd team.
McElhaney goes to the line, and he'll shoot 2.
Shooting 2.
That's our 2nd team foul. It's the first one. It's up and good.
3-point game. Well, the fans are certainly getting their money's worth tonight.
Here's the next one. It's up. And it rolls in.
McElhaney with 5 points. Cats need to be patient. Plenty of time. It's not desperation time as of yet. Down by 4. A little jumper. It won't go. And McElhaney with the rebound. John, that's what's hurt us tonight. Missed some short jumpers and no one there to rebound. And there's a foul. Reach around on Oliver Martin.
That's his first one.
His first personal foul, third team foul.
Here's the third team foul. We've got one more that we can give.
Not in the bonus situation yet. A lot of time left, 5:45 to go and counting.
And Huntsville does not have a foul yet.
Oh, nice. Oh, steal. Yeah. Martin comes away with a loose ball. Let's just take it. Take your time, gentlemen. Yes, give it. Yeah, there we go. Forsythe for two more.
40-42 in favor of.
Cats are putting the full court press
in favor of the Eagles.
And they're back in a hurry. .505 left in the game. Another good steal. Oh,
there's a foul, and that's going to be on number 3.
Fisher was smacked in the head by an elbow, and I know that smarts.
Eagles number 3, Peyton Thomas, his first team foul this quarter.
First foul on Peyton Thomas. That's hard to believe this late in the ball game.
Yeah, it is.
Cats have the ball in the backcourt. Houston Branscombe back in. We have some good three-point shooters in the game.
Ball gets over to Asbury. Asbury into Forsythe, and it's up and
good. Forsythe ties the game up. It's a new ball game with 4:44 to go. We're tied up at 42 apiece. Forsythe with 15 points, leading the way for the Cats.
And that's a backcourt on their own. Yeah.
So the Cats have the chance to take the lead. Something they haven't had.
There's some excitement in the Cats right now. We're getting ready. And there's a timeout at Huntsville, and it's going to be a full timeout. So we'll take it with them. We'll be right back after this.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Chapman Sawmill and Hardwood Lumber is located at 17402 Kentucky Road in Neosho. They specialize in custom woodworking, wide plank flooring, and custom sawing. They make headboards, dining tables, coffee tables, and even stairs for a staircase. For more information and see some of their work and get pricing, call 417-438-5507.
Welcome back. There's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game, and we've got a tie ball game. And as Jim was saying just off mic, we've been down as much as 13 points, and the Cats have brought it back to where it's tied up, and the Cats have got the ball. They'll bring it in from their own bucket.
They got a chance to regain the lead, something they haven't had since early in the contest. Asbury with the ball.
It's Asbury, Martin, Branscombe, Fisher, and Zach Forsythe.
Just be patient. If you have to trade baskets till the very end, do so. Cats will slow it down somewhat. Need to get Forsythe down and low. Wait for your rebounders. Fisher back over to Branscombe.
There's Martin. He goes in.
Oh, they threw it away.
No look pass to Forsythe. And Huntsville takes over with 3:57 left.
Cats were doing well, taking time off the clock. Let's see what Huntsville decides to do. Under 4 minutes to play. You want to keep it out of the hands of Peyton Thomas. He has 23 points for the Eagles.
And he's up at the top of the key, being guarded by Fisher.
John, this is where every possession counts. You need to make a basket to stay in the ball game. And that's what the Eagles are thinking about as well. Cats have backed off somewhat on defense. I'm sure both teams are tired. Several players in foul trouble.
Well, several Neosho players in foul trouble. There's nobody.
And Rowdy. Oh, there has to.
That's right. Yes, sir. And the Cats get the ball.
Good break for the Cats. Rowdy Thomas was backing in to one of the Cats and took one too many steps.
Yeah, he did, and he knocked Asbury down in the process, but he got called instead of for the foul, he got called for a travel.
Coach Culp calling in some signals. We're still tied at 42 apiece.
3:08 left in the ball game, and we're tied.
And neither team has scored in the last 1.5 minutes.
And here we go.
We're going to be down to 3 minutes here. It's whoever wants it the most. Branscombe going to drive.
Gets the ball into, and it does not go.
It's just in and out.
Nice pass that time to Forsythe. The ball went in and out of the bucket.
Had the opportunity. Here's Sean. Yeah, take away by Asbury.
And here come the Cats.
Cats have the opportunity. Need to make it count. We're down to 2.5 minutes left in the ball game, and we're tied at 42.
Oliver Martin into the ball game for the Cats. Asbury with the ball. They double up on him, and there's it is. The Cats go up by 2.
First lead.
Nice pass to Forsythe.
First lead since early in the first period. 2:19 left in the ball game.
And Forsythe is going to go to the line and shoot one.
Try to make this a 3-point play. Forsythe has 17 points tonight.
I couldn't see who the foul was on that.
21. That's on Bollinger.
And the Cats were up by 3.
Nothing but net. That's going to force.
Can stay up on them.
It'll force Huntsville to shoot the 3 ball. And another foul.
And that's an offensive foul.
Thomas thinks he can just back in and muscle his way in. And
that's the second one that Asbury has died for the team for. And we're going to get Plummer out of the ball game and Fisher back in.
You got your good ball handlers with Fisher and Branscombe and Asbury. Oliver Martin in and Forsythe down on the low post. We're counting down to 3 minutes. Gentlemen, make it count. The 3 ball.
Oh, it doesn't go.
Goodness. Oh. They needed that.
Yeah, Rowdy Thomas comes up with it. Cats have got 47 left. 44, 43. A minute 41 left.
You don't want to foul.
And the ball is out of bounds on Peyton Thomas.
Your best player on the floor loses control, and Cats need to just be patient. Find Forsythe down low if they can get a 5-point lead here. Then you can make them foul you.
5-point lead could win this ball game. And there it goes into. It does not go.
Thomas comes away and throws it out of bounds. Wildcat basketball, 1:21 to go.
Cats are up by 3, and here comes the full court press.
Both teams have 3 team fouls. They've got a foul to give. Get it across the line. Houston does. They'll just take some time off the clock.
There's a foul.
Yep.
And
that's the 4th team foul.
21, I believe.
Minute 6 left in the ball game. Cats up by 3.
That's on 14. That is 4 fouls on him.
That's Rowdy Thomas.
Somebody fixed it.
Here come the Cats again. There's less than a
And
minute.
there's another foul.
And that one's on number 12.
Eagles number 12, Jason Thompson, his second, team 5th.
This is why you shoot a lot of free throws in practice, John, for games just like this.
Asbury will shoot 2.
Asbury has 11 points tonight, but nothing more important like right now.
He takes a deep breath. There's the first one. Good.
Asbury the line, shooting the free throws.
Cats up by 4.
John, Huntsville has not scored in the last 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes.
Asbury takes a deep breath. It's in.
Boom. Asbury 13 points. Cats up by 5.
Keep the press on, boys.
You don't want to let up.
No.
Keep it on them.
And they definitely will be in foul mode here. Rowdy Thomas. Good hustle, and there's a foul.
And Asbury goes to the line again.
51 seconds left in the ball game. Cats up by 5.
And that one is going to be on Thompson.
Jace Thompson, his third. Caden Asbury back to the line, shooting 2.
The crowd gets silent. Is that your heart beating or mine? I'll tell you.
It could be me.
Yeah.
It's just been an exciting ball game.
I'll tell you what, this ball game has been the price of all-day admission.
We waited for a game like this for a long time, and the Cats are in control right now after being down for much of the game.
First one is up, and it's good.
14 points for Caden.
And the score now is 48-42 in favor of the Cats. 51 seconds left to play.
Still a lot of ball left in this game.
Here's the next one. It's up and good.
15 points for Caden. They'll put some pressure on him, make him.
Yeah.
And number 14 puts it up and in. And a timeout, a 5-point lead for the Cats. 43 seconds left in the ball game.
30-second timeout.
We've got a 30-second timeout. Let's thank some more of our sponsors. Of course, we're going to thank Branco Enterprises for bringing the tournament to us. We want to thank Numac Electric, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, ProLube Tire and Auto Center, Branco Enterprises, Crowder College, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Southwest Missouri Bank, Chapman Sawmill, and Hardwood Lumber, the Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and People's Bank of Seneca. And I'm going to assume, Jim, that Huntsville is going to put on the full court press.
You know, the basket by Huntsville, the first basket in just under 4 minutes. A long dry spell this quarter. Not the time you want to hit a dry spell. Let's foul Caden again. They break the press.
Asbury get it across to him, and there's a foul, and that's going to be on number 12. And Zach is going to go to the line.
That's all they can do right now. They're going
to Eagles, number 12, Jace Thompson, his fourth. Zach Forsythe to the line, shooting 2.
Zach has 18 points tonight. Let's make it 20.
There's the first one, and it's good.
19 points for Zach. 6-point lead. Here's a good, important free throw to get that odd number, 7-point margin.
50-44, 36 seconds left to play in the ball game. Here's the second one. It's up and it's no good.
30 seconds left in this ball game. 6-point lead.
Let them score. Let them score. And we come down with the rebound.
There's a whistle on the floor. Let's see.
And that is going to be on. It's going to be on them.
Number 14, Rowdy Thomas. That's his 5th personal foul.
Thomas fouls out. Yeah. Rowdy Thomas is done. He leaves the game with 4 points.
And to the line is going to be Houston Branscombe.
Ethel Ferrazzo checking that back in for the Eagle.
26.5 seconds left. I think we can breathe now, Jim.
Boy, I don't know.
To the line.
But I like Coach Culp's goal right here to keep the pressure on.
Oh, yeah.
Branscombe at the line for two.
The first one, it's up and good. 51-44 in favor of the Cats.
Once again, the championship game will be at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here at the high school. The winner of this game faces Crooked Oak.
And that one is good.
5 points in the game for Houston.
Be sure and stay tuned for the wrap-up brought to you by Branco. I'm sure Coach Culp is going to want to come up, and we need to hear what he has to say. The time is just going out, and there was a 3-ball that was off, and Plummer has the ball, and he's going to stop right there, and he's going to be fouled.
And 13 seconds left. They were trying a 3-ball, a long 3-ball from Peyton Thomas. It wouldn't go. Cats have a little bit of breathing room right now.
The Eagles, Albert Peraza, that's his first.
What a time to have a dry spell. Huntsville 2 points in the last 4.5 minutes, John.
Plummer's first one, it's up and it bounces over and is no good.
Cats are back on defense.
Yeah, Ollie Martin's the only one up there. This one's up and good.
Plummer with 5 points tonight. 9-point lead for the Cats.
Delay game warning called on Neosho.
Delay a game called against the Cats.
Delay of game?
I've never heard of
I
that.
thought that was in football.
Still a little pressure being applied. We're down to 10 seconds. The long 3-ball, no good.
And it's rebounded by Forsythe.
There's your ball game.
There's the ball game.
Woo! It's a final. Neosho 53, Huntsville 44. What a ball game this has been. We'll take a quick break and come back. You're listening to the Neosho Holiday Classic, presented by Branco Enterprises on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
What does a culture of excellence look like? It looks like her, him, and them. It's where future educators, innovators, lifesavers, and global leaders call their home. It's a place where immersive learning environments can help empower students to command a future in their field. Come experience excellence at Missouri.
It's never too early to start saving for next Christmas. Open a 2026 Christmas Club account at First Community Bank and earn an impressive 4.00% APY. We're here for you. We're helping you plan ahead so when the holidays roll around, you can focus on what really matters most. Save a little each month, and by next season, you'll be ready to celebrate without the stress. Start saving today at firstcommunity.net or stop by your nearest location. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, APY equals annual percentage yield.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho serves the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer business banking services including checking and savings accounts, business loans, and electronic banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, a proud sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, equal housing lender, member FDIC, where their slogan is Southwest Missouri Bank.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is newmac.com or 417-451-1515. Newmac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
And welcome back to the postgame show brought to you by Branco. The Cats win it. It was a close ball game. Final score was 53-44. Cats go to 9-2, but more important, Jim, we'll be right back here tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock for the championship game between them and Crooked Oak for the championship of the Black Bracket.
Should be a good ball game. Look forward to that. The Cats tonight, boy. You know, if you have a weak heart, this was not the game for you to see. They were down most of the ball game except for opening moments, but they came back. They were down by 13 points, and they fought their way back to win by 9. Leading the way, Houston Branscombe had 5, Fisher had 6, Asbury with 15, Martin with 3, Plummer with 5, and Zach Forsythe had 19. For Huntsville, 23 points from Peyton Thomas. McElhaney had 5, the other Thompson had 9, Rowdy Thomas had 9, and Bollinger had 3. So that's the way it looks right now for this ball game. Cats will be facing Crooked Oak tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, so you want to get here early to get a good seat for that contest. Coach Culp coming up with us right now.
Sure. Coach, congratulations on a hard-fought victory and being able to get it done. A little unconventional-wise, right?
Yeah, you know, Huntsville, like I told you guys yesterday, he's a really good coach. And, you know, he was throwing some different defenses out there, doing a triangle and 2, some box and 1, you know, and we just couldn't make a shot. Like, I've never seen so many shots of Jaden's go halfway in and halfway out. Yeah. But, you know, just really proud of the guys, great teammates. You know, different guys playing because we have 8 guys, 10 guys that can go in there and do the job. So, different guy every night type mentality, and it was fun to watch.
You know, during the ball game, the last quarter, you outscored the Eagles 23-6, and there was a 4-minute stretch where they did not score a basket, and your guys were all over them. Everything. Turnovers is a big key on that. They had 16 turnovers. We had 4 for the ball game.
Well, that can win you a game a lot of times. You know, that fourth quarter. I mean, talk about a huge shot by Houston going into the fourth. Like, it makes you be able to breathe a little bit. When you're down 11, that's 4 possessions. When all of a sudden you're down 8 and you're 3 possessions. You know what I mean? So it's like you have a little life, and it was going to be our ball coming out. So it was like, you know, you had a little life in that. And so that was a big shot by him. And, you know, so like you said, defense was the name of the game. We weren't doing, I mean, points-wise, we weren't doing great. I mean, we were doing okay defensively, but we felt like we were kind of letting them dictate the game. And so we did some pressing and some different things, and it did bother him. And how about Oliver coming in, still a little injured, not getting a lot of minutes, and really making an impact that fourth quarter.
What about the slowdown game that Huntsville played? You know, it kind of seemed like it got you off rhythm. Asbury missed some long trays. I think he had 3 in the ball game. I'd have to look at that again. He was
3 for 12, which is very uncharacteristic of him. But, you know, the 3 he did hit were big, so.
Well, he hit the 3 throws, and it was amazing. Huntsville had 2 fouls called on them in the whole first half. We didn't shoot a free throw, and we come back, and it's free throws that we shoot that wins us the ball game.
Yep. Caden went 6 for 6, and it looked like Zach went 3 for 4, Houston 2 for 2, so 12 for 14 on the day. That's really good. Hey, and we had 10 offensive rebounds to their 8. That's always a big key, too. Sure. They're actually averaging like 15 offensive rebounds a game, so we cut that in half on them. And just really proud of the guys. Like, that's a gutsy moment, and that shows a little bit of a mature team that we weren't last year, that we were able to overcome that.
Tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock championship game against Crooked Oak. They'll be a very tough opponent. You know that.
Yeah, they press, they play tough, they play good defense. You know, it's going to be a tough game, but, man, what a great opportunity for us.
Well, Coach, try to get some sleep tonight. I thought about the game afterwards, and John did, and I know you did as well. You just to replay that in your mind and get ready and get some rest for the guys and be out here tomorrow afternoon.
Yes, sir. Thanks, fellas. We got a few guys for you.
All righty.
Let's get Haven Plummer up here.
We'll talk to Haven. Haven Plummer coming in. He had 5 points. John, I'll let you talk to Haven here.
Well, Haven, you got in foul trouble a little bit early. That kind of stopped you a little bit. It slowed down the Haven Plummer we've seen up to this point, but it still came out well for us. You had 5 big points that helped us score. And we come into the fourth quarter, we're down by 8. What are you thinking?
I mean, I'm thinking we got to go get the job done. We've come up from bigger comebacks. I mean, earlier this season versus Heber Springs at the Pea Ridge tournament, we were down 8 at half and just came through and went on like a 17-point run and just took it away.
What the guys think? You're down by 13 at one point right before the half, and it seemed like you got out of rhythm. They did that slow ball, passed it around and took a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, we weren't really afraid. There was no fear going around the bench. I mean, we knew what we could do, and we just had to speed them up, because like you said, we were down and they were wasting time. We just had to speed them back up and get our points.
Where'd the muscle come from Houston? Almost a half-court shot right at the buzzer, and that kind of gave you all a spark there in the second half.
Yeah, that was definitely a shift in momentum. I mean, huge shot, and it cut the lead from 11 to 8, which is a lot better to work with.
Yeah, it did. All right, thank you. Congratulations on a great ball game. Championship game tomorrow night,
yes, sir.
Right? Let's get Mr. Forsythe in here.
Thank you.
Zach Forsythe coming in. Zach came out, finished the ball game with 19 points. What are you thinking at the very end? They had to foul every one of the Cats. You had a great ball game throughout the entire contest. You had to be nervous or butterflies there making the free throws.
Well, I mean, I wasn't too nervous because I put in we always shoot free throws in practice, and it just came natural, and I hit some.
You did a good job, and we kept saying, get the ball to Zach down low, and some of the guys were just a little bit off. Even the coach talked about Asbury missing quite a few 3 attempts and trying to carry the load, but you're the one that was the workhorse tonight for the Cats in a great ball game.
Yeah, every time I caught the ball, I was just looking to score, looking to give my teammates an open shot. Even if they're not falling, I always give them a second chance.
I know you had to watch Crooked Oak prior to this game. It's going to be a tough opponent. How are you going to prepare for them tomorrow?
I mean, we're just going to scout them out and just work as hard as we can in the morning, and then we'll go after them.
It should be a fun affair, and I know we'll have a big crowd from Neosho. 3 o'clock, the ball game. How about the girls today? They won a ball game.
Yeah, that's good. That they got a win this year, and I hope they keep improving.
Yeah. Hey, you had 4 big blocks, and that had an impact on what we were doing. I remember Rowdy Thomas from last year. I'm sure you do too.
Yep.
And he was a player last year, and we held him to 4 points. Now he's a little rough down, and Asbury had to deal with taking a couple for the team down there. But he was pretty non-existent the whole game.
Yeah, we just took him away. Caden did a great job on him, and we always had backside help and just finished him off.
All right, let me talk to Mr. Martin over here.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's
Thanks,
looking
Zach.
down there like he's
Good
not
ball
going to
game
get to
tomorrow.
talk, but he's going to have to. Oliver Martin, congratulations on coming in and making a huge impact in the ball game.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I tell you what, you and I talked a week or 2 ago, and you said, "Man, I just want to be able to get in, play in the holiday tournament."
Yes,
That's all I care about. You got your chance. You came in. We won the ball game. That's got to make you feel good.
Yes, sir. I mean, coming off an ankle injury is never easy. So, I mean, these past games, it's been hard sitting on the bench and just watching because I want to be out there so bad. But my teammates have been playing super good. We're on a win streak right now, and we already have more wins than we did last year, which is impressive. Yes, sir. So, and just the support from my teammates while I'm on the floor because I haven't played in 2 weeks or so. So the support always helps, and it just keeps my confidence up.
What did the coach tell you guys on the bench? You're down by 13 points, and it didn't look good at one point. I mean, they played slow ball, looked like they were just going to hog the ball and keep it away from the Cats tonight. But what did the coach tell you guys to kind of get you motivated?
We were in this position before, and we came back from it in Pea Ridge against Heber Springs, I think it was. And, we just never stop. We have the confidence, and we just keep battling, and we all have that dog mentality out there.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, Oliver.
See
Best
ya.
of luck. And the Cats once again improved their record to 9-2. And John, as we mentioned, they had only won 9 games all last year, and the Cats haven't even got into conference play. And we look for some great things for the Cats this year as we finish out the season in January and February.
Hey, be with us at 10:30 tomorrow morning when we will be at the junior high gym as the Lady Wildcats with their first victory of the year today. Congratulations to them. They'll be playing for 5th place, and they'll be taking on the Joplin Eagles. And, Jim, once that ball game's over with, we're going to have to hightail it over here. Now, Ben, are you paying for the speeding tickets, us getting back over here? He says we'll have plenty of time, so we will. But we will be back here at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon when these same Wildcats will take on the team from Crooked Oak over around Oklahoma City. They're always tough, and it should be another exciting ball game. Well, what you hear out there right now is the three-point game, so we want to get out of the way and let the fans that are here continue to enjoy the three-point contest. Jim, you have any other thoughts?
I'm tapped out. It's been one of those games, and I'm glad the Cats won. For the young men, Coach Culp, an exciting game, good game for the fans. And if you weren't here in person, you missed a thriller. And I'm sure we'll be, if you get a chance, watch the replay here on the KNEO.org Sports Network.
So until 10:30 in the morning at the junior high gym, John, Matt, and Jim, go Cats! So John and I will do the